name is Brian Gemmerling, and I will be playing Tuo Kerf by John Whitlock.
performance, but like I can't play snare drum. I'm strong enough to admit it. If I wanted to practice for a year, I could. But I don't spend a lot of time playing snare drum alone. I own timpani and marimba. I have 3 kids. That's a lot of time.
Yeah.
And that is like a 4th child ukulele thing. And that's a whole project thing. I mean, like you seriously just kicked ass on this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like that's Washington quality. That's big. In Washington, the only difference is they'd have it memorized.
I can do that.
But that's good. And you know, some of the things you're doing really well, they don't know. Okay, so this is always fun. All right. So where are your parents here?
My dad's right there. My mom's out of town.
Okay. So how about the gentleman in the gray?
Me?
Yeah. You know anything about music?
Not as much as these guys, but I dabble.
Okay. So we're going to have you play a couple passes. I'm going to show you how little people generally understand about this, not to make you feel bad.
No.
So play your Swiss triplet, which was incredible. Man, I had kids that came just... Okay. So what that is a double stroke roll that is intertwined. Now play just a regular double stroke roll. Okay. You hear the difference between them? Okay. The first one is incredibly difficult. Incredibly difficult. So like, the ultimate compliment that I tell my private students that they can get from an adjudicator is this. You don't get it very often because most adjudicators aren't willing to admit it because they see it as, I'm coming here and I'm going to school you, kid, and tell you what you need to do better. And I'm going to tell you a couple things, but generally the highest compliment I think you can get is, all right, you're ready for another piece.
Yeah.
That was good. Because that's what it is. You must have worked on this for more than a couple days.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
How long did you work on it?
I started about a month and a half ago, I think. Yeah.
That's it.
Hmm.
Man.
Brian.
Yeah, that's
Good.
right.
So are you kind of the top snare drum player?
Derek's the top one.
So I've yet to see him?
He's sick. He might not
He's
be
sick.
coming.
He's not gonna make it.
Dead.
Too bad.
Yeah.
But still, like, that's really, really, really good.
Thank you.
All right, so performance-wise, I can't see what you're doing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Turn sideways, okay? So what you do when you perform, I mean, the thing is, like, the back of a music stand has never been interesting to me. I keep trying to think it will be, but it's not. I can't see your sticks. So when you perform, you either perform, like, sideways, so the adjudicator can see you, sideways, so the audience can see you, or you memorize it. And memorizing this is like memorizing binary code. It's impossible. It's so difficult.
Yeah.
It's so hard. I mean, a piano performance has, you know, these mapping patterns and scales and arpeggios and melody, and you have a very complex set of rhythms. You didn't nail that line.
I didn't.
That's the only line that was like, and I didn't watch every line because I have to fill in those ridiculous forms. But that's the one line I looked at that like wasn't exactly perfect in terms of what you played. The other thing that you do that always gets me is like, I'm just going to give you my super quick traditional grip versus match grip lecture. Do you know where traditional grip came from?
It came from the tip snare drums that they would have to play in the Civil War.
Right, so show everybody your tipped snare drum. Oh, so you have to tip it in order to make it tip. So you're playing a flat snare drum. In other words, it doesn't make sense to play traditional grip on a flat snare drum. But before you pass judgment, what's happened is the rudimental world has decided that it's more ergonomic to have a flat snare drum, and it looks cool to play traditional grip, and so everybody plays a flat snare drum, which, by the way, causes back problems. And it causes a few other things, but it looks cool and your visuals are better. The problem is for you, and you know, here's my catchphrase for my students is, they're like, should I stick it this way or that way? I'm like, I don't care. Would Stevie Wonder notice? You know who Stevie Wonder is? He's a blind musician.
Oh, yeah.
If Stevie Wonder doesn't notice, then it doesn't matter which way you stick it. But for you, I can hear the beats in your multiple bounce rolls because you're left-handed and the same as your right-handed.
Yeah.
Can you play me a multiple bounce roll, please? That's a lot better. Okay, and it's hard to do on what is a marching snare drum or a Scotch snare drum because you're playing on a Kevlar head and we can still hear the beats, but it's not consistent. That's one thing that's like not DCI quality. Another thing that's not DCI quality, but I gave you compliments for it because your visual was simple and yet cool and direct. Is your visuals got to be like, you know, crazy, wicked. And you had some good ones with your backsticking. And you're the only person I've seen all day that does correct backsticking. So do some backsticking for people. Because I see a lot of people doing backsticking doing this.
Well, that's a stop.
Yeah, but they're not doing stops. It says backsticking. They're not. So if you can pass that on to your comrades, that would help. But hey, wow.